Hello everybody and welcome to the second part of our set of videos on questions on the text or on our text analysis. Part 2 has to do with the type or the kind of reader your text is intended for, and that usually is the question here. What type or what kind of reader is your text intended for? Now, as an English teacher, I would say when you're asked for the type of reader, you basically have a choice of three. The first thing is your text might be intended for an expert reader. I would say this is highly unlikely. If you need a degree in nuclear physics, then you wouldn't have this text in front of you. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the expert reader. The other end of the scale is the non-educated reader. Myself, I would never give my students a text for the non-educated reader because that just doesn't make sense. Would not be able to ask any questions on the text here, but I'm not able to totally rule this out. So if you have a text for the non-educated reader, look for easy language, for plain sentence structure, and maybe your source might be a yellow press source. But, however, in 99% of the cases, the text that you have in front of you is for the educated and for the well-informed reader, and this is how we continue here. So when finding proof, when you want to find proof or evidence for the educated and for the well-informed reader, the first thing you can do is consider the source. The source is where your text is actually from, and you usually find this at the end of your text. If your text is from a reputable newspaper like Time magazine, maybe the New York Times, maybe The Economist or Newsweek and so on, then your text is for an educated reader. You may also consider the topic. Now, does your topic refer to current events, to the daily news? Do you have to be up to date in order to be able to understand what the text is talking about? Is the topic scientific, historical, educational, and so on? Then there is a good chance that your text is for the educated or for the well-informed reader. And do you need a general knowledge or maybe a broad interest in topics to be able to actually understand what the text is talking about? Then your text is for the educated or for the well-informed reader. So the first thing you want to look at when you actually asked for the type of reader is source and topic. And the second thing is language.
Das komplette Video und noch eine ganze Menge mehr gibt's über unsere Homepage www.bildunginteraktiv.com. Dort klickt ihr bitte auf die Kategorie Prüfungsvorbereitung Englisch und dort haben wir viele Videos für euch, zum Beispiel zu den Themen Listening Comprehension, Mediation, Cartoon Analysis. Wir erklären euch, wie man im Englischen einen Cartoon am besten analysiert. Wir haben Writing Comments, Writing Compositions, wie drücke ich meine eigene Meinung im Englischen am besten aus. Analyzing Stylistic Devices, wir erklären euch die wichtigsten Stilmittel, die es im Englischen gibt, und vor allem erklären wir euch auch, wie man diese interpretieren muss. Wir haben Text Analysis, hier geht es zum Beispiel um Erzählperspektive und den Erzähler. Und dann erklären wir euch noch, wie man die Kommas im Englischen setzt. Also probiert's gleich aus unter www.bildunginteraktiv.com.